Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. It is Sunday. Let's say cheers to that. Cheers to Sunday. It's taken to someday and then to somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. Okay, let's do our Sunday service where we look into what's next. Okay, we have a look into what's next. What's on the cards for next week? So last week it was, so the week we've just had, there's been a shift in the Divine Masculine's energy and everyone can like notice that. There's very strange noises today. Anyway, and the cats are very close. It's like their bellies are rumbling, but they're purring. Anyway, I have Luna and Tia Lula on different chairs, on their own individual cushions. In the same position, curled up. You know when they have like their paws tucked in at the front? They're laying like that. On their own individual chairs, although Tia Lula's cushion is half on. Anyway, half on the chair. But she's cool. She's laying on the other half. Right, okay, she's purring at the moment. And Luna keeps looking at her. As if to say, what are you purring about? Now Luna's actually been under the footstool, which has had a blanket on there, so she's kind of been hiding under there, but we hear her purring. It's like, where's that purring coming from? And it was Luna, but now Luna is up on the chair, and Tia Lula is making some strange noises. Aren't you, darling? Yeah, it's like a but it's like it's coming from her belly. I have heard it once before, but that was a couple of years ago. Anyway, strange but true. So, what's next? Let's go to the Witch's Tarot first. Now, I realised that we've been using the Rumi cards to tap in to the messages, and it feels like for the Divine Masculines and the Divine Mother, the Mother Mary, has not really been present, but I feel she's been working with the Divine Feminines. A lot of realizations have occurred over the last week, like personally for myself. Oh, okay, we've gone straight away to the Oracle of Shadows and Light, which was my initial thought, so stick with the initial thought, Lucy. The Divine Mother has been helping the Divine Feminines. So, but she's back. She's back. She's back. The Oracle of Shadows and Light. So, let's see what this message is. And why we're needing to read this one first, which I did know. It is Mildew Fairy, it's clean-up time. Okay, card number 15. Tia Lula is itching her ear. That always takes me to listen. Okay, Mildew Fairy, clean up time. So, what's next? It's time to clean up. About the Mildew Fairy. Some things just look like they're yuck, but they're not. They're very good things, and they can be powerful and helpful when used in the right way. So if the Mildew Fairy turns up in your reading, it's time to check out what could be profoundly useful for you, which you've dismissed. And this could be an aspect of yourself or an aspect of the environment you're in. It's very important not to try to hide this from yourself or to cover it up. The health of the situation rests upon the degree of openness you approach it with. I feel that's an important sentence there. The health of the situation rests upon the degree of openness you approach it with. The Mildew Fairy speaks. It always shocks me when people think something shouldn't be there, like me. I grow naturally where it's warm and wet, and I love to show you what you may need to take care of. I can do wonderful things, I can be medicine, and I can be a parasite too. But all the time, I'm showing you what is going on, what you need to change, and whether the conditions are a little too steamy for you. If they are, you can freshen up your environment naturally. Don't clean or use harsh chemicals or bleaches, as you'll kill all that is helpful and good. You see, I turn up when something is unhealthy and you just aren't noticing or getting it. So be thankful for my presence and build a little algae or fungi pond in my honour, or treat yourself to some tasty mushrooms. They are all healthy ways to honour me, and do not step thoughtlessly into that fairy ring. It's all about being in the right place. Don't ignore me. Right now, something really does need to be cleaned healthily before it begins to affect you. Okay, divination. Think of ways to decrease stagnant moisture, stuck emotions, and increase airflow, fresh thinking in your home and environment. Okay, so the stagnant moisture is stuck emotions, and the fresh thinking is the airflow, or the airflow is the fresh thinking. Think of ways to decrease stagnant moisture, stuck emotions, and increase airflow, fresh thinking in your home and environment. When the Mildew Fairy comes to pay a visit, it's likely things are a little stagnant, a little over-emotional, and that fresh new air and thoughts need to be brought in to clear the situation up. She can mean a fresh way of thinking, or a fresh point of view, or a release of emotions that could be pooling in one area. Her appearance never means covering up. It means working with the environment you find yourself within. Like the Mildew Fairy said, a little of her can be medicine, and a great deal of her can be maddening. Where she turns up will tell you lots about what needs a fresh new approach in your life, and if she is inside, lurking in cupboards or in the bathroom, instead of decorating pebbles by a pond, you know that the presence of an unhelpful energy needs to be addressed, not rationalised and excused, and never ignored. Interesting, because I told you that the Divine Mother is back, and I feel that this is explaining why. So it's like if the Mother Mary's inside lurking in cupboards or in the bathroom, instead of decorating pebbles by a pond, you know that the presence of unhelpful energy needs to be addressed, not rationalised and excused, and never ignored. Okay, well, I have the affirmators here. They are in reverse. Let's see. What card wants to come out of this deck? Okay. Wonder. It's a wonderful thing to be in a state of wonder, and when I'm a good audience to my life becomes better and better theatre. When something delightful happens, I can shout encore and be tickled when it happens again. When something maddening happens, I can laugh it off. Either way, I'm glad I got a ticket to the show. Now, I've had this energy coming through so within the last 24 hours, where the masculines were saying sorry to the Divine Feminine, but they've chosen to stay within their current conditions, okay? It's just easier. It's too much. It's too overwhelming. It's too much to think about the changes that they would have to embrace. So that's the energy that's coming through. And then like an hour later, it's back again. It's like maddening them. Constantly there, this feeling of, I want to be with the Divine Feminine. In the 3D. Wonder. So it's like they don't want to do it, but they know they need to do it. They don't have to do anything. They can fight, which it's not that they've been fighting the connection. They've just been tolerating the current situation, and that tolerance has worn thin. Okay, understood. Let's go to the Witches' Tarot. Fresh thinking, stuck emotions, and this Divine Feminine feels like a breath of fresh air. I was going to say, and it's just what the doctor ordered, and you got the Hierophant. Okay. So that the two of you can come together, because at the bottom is the Divine Feminine's key with the moon here, and the Divine Masculine's key with the sun. This blending of love. A fresh new way of thinking. It's a shared, they're shared thoughts. So is she thinking of him? Yes. Is he thinking of her? Yes. Thinking of you and the things you do to me that makes me love you. And then we have the Hangman. So is this what he wanted to know? Is the Divine Feminine thinking? Is she struggling? Does she feel turned upside down when it comes to our legacy, our future? The Hangman. He needs an answer. He needs clarity. A different way of thinking. And here's the Feminine. Unfounded fear. So these are fears that are not necessary, but I feel they are necessary for her growth. She has to trust her intuition also. You're not the only person that is uncertain, unsure of the outcome of your future and whether things can be cleaned up. I feel she has this fresh, because the Hierophant's pointing to this fresh air here. It's like if you had your head up your arse, up your own arse. It's not the tree trunk, but that's what comes through. If I turned you around, you might have your head up your arse. It's just dark up there. You can't really see much. You can't see what's on the horizon. But are you hiding here behind the tree? Because if you could, like, I think you could turn your head to look at the horizon now. You're scared. Bottom of the deck is a card of celebration. You're scared of being happy. Don't go breaking my heart. Okay, you're scared of your heart being broken. Also a fear of the Divine Feminines, but it's not a big enough fear to stop her from loving. from loving full stop. Okay. Shall we see what your angels and ancestors would like to say? I'm taken to this waterfall here. It's like if you go with the flow, you'll find yourself where you belong and feeling very comfortable within the feminine's energy. You'll feel right at home. Okay. The message from the angels and ancestors is warrior. Not a warrior, a warrior with an A. Warrior. Be fearless and stand strong. The colouring's coming in with this mildew. Clean it up. It's time to clean up those stuck emotions. You're needing some fresh thinking. Okay. You are a warrior. What's coming through is you don't want your feminine worrying or being uncertain. I keep singing a song. I will share it. I don't know who it's by. Will you carry me home? Carry me home. It's like something about now, or whether it's in 55 years or 50 years. It's a long time. Well, depending on your age, I suppose. I'll share the video to it, but it's just coming through. Whoa, whoa. Don't back down. Make your opinions heard, and don't settle for second best. Okay. Which is what he keeps tolerating, is second best, and he knows he has the finest of fine. A warrior is someone who is ready and willing to know themselves and do what needs to be done in order to get to where they want to be. In this deck, the warrior embodies fierce primal love, the warrior within, the energy you can call on to protect yourself, even if you don't think you love yourself. If you are exposed to a situation that could be harmful or dangerous, the steps you take to protect yourself are in fact acts of fierce love. That's the energy of the masculine here, standing up for themselves. That's an act of fierce love. So even if you don't think you love yourself, if you are exposed to a situation that could be harmful or dangerous, the steps you take to protect yourself are in fact acts of fierce love. Although the warrior in this card is surrounded by darkness, he is of the light. The warrior within is made of light and has the capacity to shine even more brightly when facing darkness head on. Okay, the extended message. If you are experiencing fear at this time, know that this means whatever is going on is important to you. Whenever you feel fear, you are on the verge of something big, perhaps a massive breakthrough that is going to really help you move forward. If you have a situation on your hands where you have to face someone or something that's been unsettling you, know that you are being guided to call up your inner warrior. Don't falter and don't be frightened, because you have the energy to protect yourself now and at all times. Amen to that. You have the energy to protect yourself now and at all times. Let's go to the Heal Yourself reading cards. Okay, give me a chance to shuffle them, please. breathe. Sexuality. It's irresistible. Because this masculine is drawn back to his empress, his high priestess. The high priest here, card number 4, which is the emperor energy. When you evolve, you become the high priest. And that's what she makes you want to be, in charge. Okay. And you are not in charge in your current situation. You're not in charge of your life because you gave away your power. You can take that back. Sexuality is a natural part of life. Embrace and enjoy your intimate, sensual, passionate nature. Take time to explore your sexuality. How do you feel about yourself? Do you feel sexy, attractive and happy with your body, or are you judging yourself harshly? You need to let go of any old feelings of hurt, shame or guilt in relation to your sexuality. If you are in a relationship, you need to bring some romance back and spice things up. In order to make sex an incredibly fulfilling, seductive, exhilarating and orgasmic experience, you need to let go of your defences and fears of being intimate with your partner. Relinquish control and dive into unguarded, ecstatic, blissful passion. Be creative, communicate with your lover, and find new and exciting ways to thrill each other. Okay. Also, in addition to the message that comes through about the masculine keep returning to, I don't even think it's second best, but it's tolerating his situation, is that his current partner, not his divine lover, is actually wanting to get intimate and he's unable to. It's causing major problems in his life. Action. You need to love your body. Stand in front of the mirror, naked, and discover what is beautiful about your physical appearance. Place your hands on your sacral centre, put on some sexy music, and move in a sensual, creative, uninhibited way. Do this every day for the next 2 weeks. If you are in a relationship, make a romantic date with your partner that will include some love and passion. Start with a sensual or an erotic massage and take it further. Ask each other what will give you pleasure by being willing. It says and be willing to be creative and try new things. If you are game, explore the power of feminine and masculine polarities. This is what this masculine's craving for, because he can't find that kind of connection with anyone else apart from you, because he has experienced that blending of, it's like, if you're game, it's like, yeah, he's game. He wants to explore this connection with the divine feminine further. Nothing else will do. He knows it. And now he needs to do something about it. Wow. Okay. Angels of Light cards. Flexibility was left in the deck. I just pulled it out. Life is full of changes and surprises. Your guidance is to move with the current. And I felt that was this waterfall here, the flow. Move with the current, for it is in resisting the flow which creates problems. Ask your angel to help you open your mind and heart to new ideas and fresh options. When you accept the possibility that there are other ways, previously unseen doorways will be open to you, and you will move easily through change. Interesting, my hand's shaky. Okay. There is a solution to every problem, so look at all things with eyes of love and expectation. Then life force will flow freely through you. You will feel healthy and alive and can access the necessary resources and wisdom within yourself to help you through change. Okay. The bottom of the deck is wisdom. Takes me in with the Hierophant energy here, the High Priest. Wisdom. Knowledge is learnt, but wisdom is the divine prompting within you. Your angel guidance is to connect to your still, quiet centre and listen to the wisdom of your soul. Then you will take decisions and act from your own infinite self. Someone is really quite afraid here. It's okay. It's going to be okay. But you do have to go through this and face your fear. With wisdom, let me just go back. Your angel guidance is to connect to your still, quiet centre and listen to the wisdom of your soul. Then you will take decisions and act from your own infinite self. With wisdom, life takes on a new perspective as dramas and fears become insignificant in comparison with the magnificence of the overall picture. Walk your path in life as one of the wise ones, and all will revere and respect you. Affirmation: I listen to my wisdom. Okay, let me shuffle these cards. Understanding. Cheers to a fresh understanding. Your angel guidance is to examine yourself and your current situation in depth so that you have a clear awareness of the underlying reasons for your challenges and situations. Acquaint yourself with facts about situations and attitudes before you take decisions. Self-awareness is a necessary foundation on which to build strong relationships, friendships, and work. Understanding your personality is a basis for understanding your spiritual self and your mission on earth. Ask your angel to help you. Affirmation: I seek an understanding of myself and my life. Interesting, because I believe the quote's by Mark Twain, which is, the two most important days of your life are the day you were born and the day you realise why. Let's finish with a message from the Mother Mary. It's time to clean things up. It's time to clear things up. Any misunderstandings? It's time to clear the way. Okay, listen to the sirens. Yes, I heard them, but they stopped. Our Lady of Love, of course. Our Lady of Love is here. Card number 42. I am love, calling you home to my heart. I am your mother, you are my child. There is nothing to fear, and only love to be. Cast aside both doubt and the walls that have held you back from the world. Enter the sacred dwelling of the heart and open the gate wide, allowing me to enter and love to pour forth to nourish your world. Love calls you when it is time, even if you are not sure that you are ready for it. You are being called into love in a deeper, fuller, and more mysterious way than ever before. Whether it is learning to love again after heartbreak, risking yourself in vulnerability where you would normally remain self-protected, whether it is daring to give yourself permission to feel all your emotions, or learning to love and surrender into the beauty and sensuality. There's the card. I just felt we had to look at this card here as well. The beauty and sensuality of your own body and its needs for healing touch and playfulness. Love is there. Our Lady of Love asks you to build a home. Our Lady of Love asks you to build a home, a sanctuary from the ills of the world, where all can feel welcomed and loved. This may be in a literal sense, and you can ask the Divine Mother for help in creating your own home, or it may be symbolically by opening up your once insular community to those that may be somewhat different, but can bring more of the divine into the community. It might be through finding a safe place in your heart in which to dwell and allowing those who seek you out to be loved by you. Our Lady of Love also comes with a message that if you are struggling with an issue or situation involving others in your home or workplace, or in the world more generally, pray to her for assistance. She brings guidance that love will present a way through the struggle with great intelligence. The guidance is for you to remain who you are and to trust in that. Not all beings will fight from love. Many will fight from motivations of fear and hate. Do not become as they choose to be. Stay in the power of your heart. Do not give up on what you know to be right and true, but pray to her that she can assist you in fighting from a place of love. It will bring you far more power than attempting to use force or manipulation based in fear. Do not underestimate what love can accomplish when expressed with utter trust and faith. Our Lady of Love comes with a special message, especially for those of you that may be in a war of some kind or other with a community group, with a system, or with any person or group that feels more powerful than you, and you are struggling to assert your sense of truth and justice. Pray to her and allow her to empower the situation, to rectify it karmically. She will prevail, whether it is obvious to you at this time or not. She cannot be restrained, withheld or denied. She will prevail always. Pray, that is your role. Act on what comes to you through the heart in prayer, and allow her to express her power of love through you in events personal and professional, big and small, individual and community oriented. There is no limit to the love that can flow through you. You will never be depleted by it, only expanded. If you have a question about a relationship situation or friendship, or any situation where you are confused about the true motives and intentions of another person or group towards you, Our Lady of Love comes to you with a special message also. She is taking care of the situation and will guide you through gentle though persistent messages. Have patience and listen to your heart, trusting that she will instruct you as needed when the timing is right. Beautiful message. Okay. Clean up time. Let's clear things up. Guys, I will talk to you soon. Until then, take care, much love. Bye for now.